So, I'm here to ask you about my great-great-grandfather, Thomas Bick. And I'm curious about this part here. He was a man of independent means.
We take a look at this family tree here.
Oh, I love a family tree.
Any clues on there?
Okay, so Thomas Bick, and he was a soldier and horseman, it says.
So it's probable that being a soldier, his independent means are a military pension.
Living off his army pension, okay. And he was married to Marianne Colquhoun?
Colquhoun.
Colquhoun. Amazing spelling, Colquhoun.
So that's an Irish surname. And we've got more information on Marion. We've got her ancestors on this tree.
What? Marianne Colquhoun was one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 siblings. So Marianne Colquhoun was my great-great-grandmother, and she was one of 11 children. And here are her parents, William Colquhoun and Eliza O'Brien. William was a soldier, and his father was also called William Colquhoun, and he was a soldier. Lots and lots of soldiers. So military.
Yeah, strong military theme. So we haven't been able to find out any more about William Sr. The records just don't survive for him, unfortunately. But we have got more on William Jr., who's in the Grenadier Guards, the guards that guard Buckingham Palace.
Well, I hope he was good at his job, because he had 11 children to support and a young wife, a lot of mouths to feed. How fantastic.
Wellington Barracks is home to the Household Division, the prestigious army regiments that guard Buckingham Palace. Kate's 3 times great-grandfather, William Colquhoun, served with one of them, the Grenadier Guards.
They must be boiling. Their heads must be like furnaces under those things. Oh, here we go, okay. And the brass band played.
The regimental band are leading troops out for the traditional changing of the guard.
It's just amazing. I'm really thrilled to have seen that. I would very much like to know what William had to do with all of this. Did he play an instrument, maybe? It'd be cool if he did. I can barely play a recorder.
Kate's here to see military historian Eamon O'Keefe.
Hi, Kate.
Hello.
Great to meet you, Eamon.
Hi.
Welcome to Wellington Barracks.
Thank you very much. It's amazing buildings.
Oh, it is, yeah. So I've managed to track down William's service record, and here's a page listing the regiments and ranks he held.
Okay. Slanty writing.
Yes.
What year is this?
1810.
Grenadier Guards. Drummer. So he was a drummer.
And you'll notice something else. Do you see what it says here? Can you read that?
Under something?
Under age. He was 11 years old and enlisted in the British Army as a drummer.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How was that even allowed?
Well, his father, remember, was a soldier.
Was a soldier.
And it was very common at the time for soldier sons to enlist at a very young age.
Wow.
In this period, the Army was the largest employer of musical professionals by a country mile and gave ordinary men and boys the opportunity to learn musical skills. And in William's case, he would have also learned to read and write at the regimental school.
I see.
In the early 19th century, when there was no easy way to get an education, boys as young as 7 enlisted in the British Army. Drummers like William were paid more than ordinary privates, and their training offered them greater opportunities for social advancement.
After almost 20 years of being a rank-and-file drummer in a very elite regiment, he's then transferred to the 30th Foot and then takes charge of the drummers there as the drum major.
Drum major.
Drum major. So here's an image from 1792 of the changing of the guard.
But I saw that today. I
Yes.
saw this figure, this gentleman today. Drum major.
So drum majors were highly visible. They led their regiment, marching on the parade square. People looked to the drum major with the dramatic flourishes of his cane. He'd toss it up in the air. The crowd would go wild. He really was a larger-than-life figure. And so he was a performer. There's no two ways about it.
Well, it's great entertainment. I mean, I can't believe how entertained I was outside. This is really wonderful. Making something of his life. Hard work and diligence and commitment. And a musical talent. I just love that.
Eamon is taking Kate to the Guards' chapel to teach her one of William's drumming routines.
Now, see if it's a better fit. Here we go. At dawn, the reveille would be played to wake all the soldiers up, and it would sound like this. And on and on and on.
Now, you know I can't do this.
No, you don't, but we'll practice a few very basic rhythms. Try to hold the stick slightly higher up.
Higher up.
Yep.
There?
Just for better control, and try to hit in the center of the drum. And this was what they told the drummers historically with daddy, mammy, daddy, mammy, daddy, mammy. Now I want you to try to bounce 2 with your left, 2 with your right, 2 with your left, 2 with your right. Start off very slowly.
Okay. No.
Daddy, mommy, daddy, mommy. Try to speed up a little bit. Follow me.
Brilliant.
Slow down. Stop.
Ooh.
Think.
Well, that's fabulous.
Oops.